Okay, guys, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so I want to take this opportunity to wish all y'all a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you take the day off and enjoy it with your friends and family. Watch the god-awful Cowboys, see if they can pull off another one. Boy, and yes, I'll welcome all the ridicule you want to give me for being a Cowboys fan. But anyway, I got two questions of the day for y'all to end on the weekend, let y'all ponder it for a few days. Number one, does your season end? Now, this year has been unlike any I can remember in a while. It's November. We've had temperatures in the 70s. We've had severe thunderstorms, huge gusts of wind. I'm talking 40, 50 miles an hour. We've already had snow. It's just been crazy, but somehow I'm still out mowing yards, still out doing leaf cleanups because the leaves held on so long this year, and then they just dumped. It's like they held on, and then all of a sudden they just, okay, boom. So I've still got leaf cleanups after the Thanksgiving weekend is over. But I'm not talking to you guys that do snow removal, because there really isn't a market in East Tennessee to do snow removal. I owned a Toro snowblower for 4 or 5 years, never got to use it once. All I did was clean out the carburetor every year or two and fire it up. But does your season end, and if so, when does it? Usually, with as many customers as I've got as a solo operator, they keep me going usually right up till Christmas Eve. I know last year I was doing a landscape install the day before Christmas Eve. So how late do you guys work that just do lawn care, and when does it start back up again? I know usually January is nothing. I looked at my books. I did one project last January. February, the phone starts ringing. You'll do some things, and then of course March, boom, it hits again. So question one of the day is, when does your season end, or does it? And if so, when does it end, and when do you start back up again? Now, I'm pulling up to one. I drove by it. I just left my house. I ran home for lunch since I'm working in the neighborhood, and I drove by this house yesterday, and I looked at it, and I texted the customer. I was like, it looks scraggly, but it's your call. This time of year, I'll let the customer decide, because I kind of feel bad scheduling every week mowings whenever I know it doesn't need it. So I shot them a text like, hey, you want it cleaned up for Thanksgiving? They're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Just get it when you can. So I'm going to get it, and then I've got a big leaf cleanup job 2 houses down. So I'm going to get that knocked out. I'll get y'all footage of that. You'll get some 90-10 action and some stripe action. And I'm going to hop out and get to question number 2 of the day, okay? Okay, question number 2 of the day. So as y'all drive around the neighborhood mowing yards like I know you do, you'll see heating and air guys, HVAC guys, and they're in a van with their graphics on the side of it. You'll see plumbers with their graphics on the side of their van. You'll see electricians with their graphics on the side of the van, cable installers, that sort of thing. All have their graphics on the side of their van. I pull up, I've got this, right? Let's see, yeah, I've got this. So, why are you asking this, Nick? Because I want to know, are we the only ones? That's the second question of the day. Are we the only ones that this happens to? So, I'm doing a leaf cleanup, and I see the guy walking down the street. Here he comes, and I'm like, maybe he's just walking. I keep blowing leaves, and he goes to sit on the fenders of my trailer, which y'all know these fenders aren't meant to be sat on. So I start waving my hands. No. Anyway, I go up, and he goes, do you want another job after this one? Like, okay, well, what do you mean? I live 3 houses down. I knew that because I saw him walk from his house. And he goes, again, do you want another job after this one? And I'm like, well, what's the job? And he said, you can do my leaves. And they were awful. I saw his yard. I mean, they were thick. And I said, I'd be glad to do it for you. I'm 3 weeks out at this point. He's like, well, what do you mean 3 weeks out at this point? He goes, why don't you just come on down after you get done with this one and do mine? I'm just a couple of houses down. And I tried to explain to him, look, that's not how it works. I don't leave my house in the morning hoping somebody will walk up and say, hey, you need some more work. That's not how it works. I have a customer base and I schedule work for each day. And right now I could probably get you in 2 to 3 weeks. I said, I may be able to work you in quicker, but right now it's at least 2 weeks, probably 3. And he looks at me like I'm crazy and he goes, no, that's fine. If you don't want more work, you don't want to do it, I understand. I was like, that's not it at all. Of course I want more work, but I have more work. And he's like, no, that's fine. That's fine. You don't want to do it. So the reason I mentioned the cable guy, the HVAC guy, all these guys is because how many people see a plumber's van parked in front of their neighbor's yard and go up and say, you want a job after that one? Yeah, as soon as you get done with that, come over to my house and do it. Other companies that are logoed up like this, I don't think get treated the same way. Like, oh, you don't want to do the work? Because they would go up to the plumber, hey, I've got a clogged toilet or something. When can you get to it? That's generally the question you follow up with, is when can you get to it? Not, you want more work after this one? So has this happened to you guys? And are we the only industry where people think of us that way? That's my big question. I don't think electricians get treated that way. I don't think plumbers, HVAC guys, I don't think any of them get treated with, you want more work after this one, because they know they're booked up. Why do they not assume that we are, that we can just at the drop of a hat do whatever for whomever? So let me know if that's ever happened to y'all, and I really want to know y'all's opinion on it, okay? Okay, what I did on this one, I'm not going to spend the whole time blowing leaves. I just blew out the beds and blew it all to the center. Blew out the flower beds and got it all out there. And then I'm just going to mulch them. I got the grass flap and I got mulch blades on both mowers. Okay, I'm a bit of a hurry because we don't have any daylight anymore. So I mulched all that to make it quicker. And people always ask me what I use. So there's the X mark. And there's the Skag. And both of them are OEM parts. X mark mulch blades, Skag mulch blades. And the reason for that is because that's what the guys in the shop at my dealer tell me to run. And I do what the guys in the shop at my dealer tell me to, because they're the ones that work on it and they know what messes them up and stuff. So I always listen to them. If you want to know what I run, why I run it, there you go. Now let's get on this other one. Well, what I did, went ahead and got this side and blew them all over there, and I'm going to take the Skag and bulldoze them to the road there. So that's the plan on that. Y'all ready for this? There's the pile on that. You saw how I plowed them up there. Not bad. Got stripes in it and everything. Okay, here's a holy crap moment for you. I saw those a split second before I ran over them. It's covered up by the grass and leaves and stuff, so dodged a bullet on that. They're installing new fiber optic lines around here everywhere. I'm assuming, I know those are bolt cutters, but I'm assuming one of those guys left them. All right, guys, sun's going down. That's it for me till Monday, and it's gonna be miserable cold next week, but we'll get out and get it. So 2 questions of the day for you. When's your season end, or does it? Not counting snowplow and all that. And is it just us? And I think I already told y'all, yeah, I broke my wrist again, or other wrist. But you guys have a great Thanksgiving. And if you're taking the weekend off, enjoy the weekend. And I'll be catching y'all back next week, hopefully. So like, follow, check me out on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, and I'll catch you guys later.